Hi, welcome to Get Set Up. My name is Twyla. Today we are talking about one of my favorite things ever, green smoothies. How to jumpstart your morning by having a smoothie. So I don't know if you've ever heard of Dr. Brooke Goldner. She's got a great book out, Goodbye Autoimmune Disease. I've done a book review on Get Set Up. You can look for that video. She talks about how she cured her lupus just by drinking green smoothies and going 100% plant-based. We also have our very own Ellen Jaffe-Jones from Get Set Up. She's featured in this book, how she was able to cure one of her illnesses by following Dr. Brooke Goldner's protocols. And what Brooke Goldner does, she starts out every day, every patient with a green smoothie. So that's what we're going to make, is a green smoothie. Don't worry, you won't be able to taste the spinach, even the arugula. It's going to be a nice, fresh, green smoothie with plenty of fruit. So the first thing we want to do is start out with some greens. Now, I like to choose power greens or super greens. Obviously, I like to choose organic. You can get these wherever greens are sold. One thing, let me tell you just about storing them. When it comes home in the package, what I want you to do is open it up, put a paper towel here, close it, and then flip it and store it in the refrigerator like this, because then all the moisture is going to be absorbed by this paper towel. You know how sometimes if you don't use them right away, they get kind of wilty and kind of stinky? Not that you still can't use them, but it's just kind of unappetizing. So that's the way to store them. Now, Dr. Goldner suggests that you start out your smoothie with 3/4 of a blender full of greens. Maybe we're not quite ready for that yet. And she says that's okay. So we're just gonna put a handful of greens in there. She says to really pack them in there. Now, let me tell you about a smoothie. I've never had a bad smoothie, okay? And I go to Jamba Juice, I go to Nectar, I make tons of them my own. I don't think, if you have enough fruit in there, you're not gonna make a bad smoothie. Maybe accidentally if you put garlic salt in there or something, but even that, I know people who drink garlic in their smoothies. So we packed in some greens, as you can see, and now we're going to use frozen bananas. The reason we use frozen bananas is because it makes it thicker, and we like that kind of milkshake. My green smoothie brings all the boys to the yard. Better, probably not an appropriate song for Get Set Up, but anyway. And so then we're gonna add some bananas, the frozen bananas. I like to add 2 bananas, but you can add as much as you want. And then one of my favorites is cherries. We've got a little cherry juice in there, which is good, that's fine. We don't want to add any regular juice to that. All we want to do is, if we need some more liquid, add water, because we have plenty of fruit in there. I'm also going to add some pineapple. Fresh pineapple. I like that fresh taste. When you freeze the pineapple, because it is so watery, sometimes it is really hard to mix up in the NutriBullet. And then I found these, which I found them at Sprouts, but I don't know where else you can get them. If you follow Anthony William, the medical medium, he's wrote a bunch of books on also, just like Dr. Goldner, autoimmune diseases. And he says the 2 superfoods that you need to include in your diet are seaweed and wild blueberries. Look what this has. They're just little frozen cubes, wild blueberry, kelp, and ginger. You just pop them in your smoothie. Tastes delicious. Again, don't worry, it's not gonna taste like chicken of the sea or anything like that. So we have just about everything we need, but remember, this is a typical smoothie. If you want something different, if you I want mango, go mango. That reminds me of a song. Speaking of mango, someone's in the kitchen with Twyla. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Someone's in the kitchen with Twyla, slicing up the old mango and singing, we all want a green smoothie. We want a smoothie to start our day. We want a super green smoothie. Come on over to the plant-based way. Okay. And we're finished. Now, the reason I like making my smoothies in a NutriBullet, let's see, I have a blender, I have a food processor, I have a NutriBullet, I have a baby bullet, I have a Vitamix, but the reason I like to make them in the NutriBullet is because, look, they're ready to go. Super easy cleanup, a little bit easier than the Vitamix. That isn't to say I don't love my Vitamix, which I do. It almost looks like chocolate. You could even add some cacao powder if you want. Let's see how it tastes. Perfect way to start your day. Go to GetSetUp.io. You'll find plenty of smoothie recipes, a lot more recipes as far as how to enjoy a plant-based lifestyle. Enjoy!